But, okay, here's where the story gets fun. So, we're headed back home, but I'm still sick, right? We get on our plane, fucking American Airlines, everyone's favorite airlines. We get on it, and they're like, so we're about to head off here to wonderful Los Angeles Airport, LAX, but one problem, our software is just not fucking working. And I'm like, what fucking software? What do you, the plane runs a fucking TI-83 calculator processor. What kind of fucking software you gotta reset? Nonetheless, they try to reset the software. Turns out our flight's canceled. We have to...
Well, like 4 hours later.
Yeah, like 4 hours into it, they're like...
sit around.
Yeah, they're like, this is your captain speaking. Actually, turns out, you gotta get the fuck off this plane.
Meanwhile, I'm on the floor writhing.
Yeah, Aaron, halfway through, like, sitting on the flight's like, ooh, my stomach's not so good. After eating a fucking Auntie Anne's hot dog.
A hot dog covered in pretzel.
Yeah, a hot dog covered in pretzel. That's a really important part.
Eating it, and it was just...
Yeah. So am I a... What?
Yeah, you're Rouge.
What?
You're Rouge.
Is she just like Knuckles?
Yeah. She's just like Knuckles. Except she throws eyeballs.
Ovulation! Ew.
Ugh, yeah, that's pretty gross.
She ovulates. Nonetheless, so Aaron got really fucking sick. I mean, like the sickest I've ever motherfucking seen this guy. He's just like, all of a sudden, it goes from just like jokey joke to fucking like, I need to see the fucking EMTs. So we call fucking like ambulance, and they come, and they're like, you're gonna be fine, you just need to drink water. And then like Aaron just constantly being like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and he like goes and like throws up and shit.
No, okay. Here's what happened. I talked to the EMTs, and they're just like, what are you feeling? And I'm like, I feel fucking...
Sorry about that, I'm just dying.
I talked to the EMTs, they're like, what are you feeling? I'm like, I feel sick, I feel like I have food poisoning or something. I've had food poisoning before, and so I was like, should I go to the hospital? And they're like, I don't know about the hospital. And I was like, okay. And they were like, let me check your blood pressure. I was like, okay. And they checked my blood pressure, and they was like, it's fine. And they're like, stand up. Let me check your blood pressure. I was like, okay. And they take my blood pressure, and then they immediately take the thing off, and I like put my hand on her shoulder, and I was like, I'm gonna go throw up now. And he was like, oh, good. And then I went in there, and I fucking vomited, and apparently people were coming out, and they were like, who's a dude fucking throwing up in there?
Oh, yeah. They're like, are you here for that guy? Because that guy's fucking throwing up in there, yeah. and then, but he did not say fucking. I made that up.
Yeah, so EMT guy came in, and he was like, how are you? And I was like, ah. So I felt fine for a while, and then suddenly...
What?
Like, after like 30 minutes of like feeling fine, it was just kind of like, my body was like, hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? And I was like, you're not feeling fine, dude.
Yeah. All of a sudden, like, it went from fun and games. Like, it was like we were all kind of, haha, it's frustrating. The flight's canceled. We gotta go to a hotel for a night. It was already kind of that. Aaron starts fucking like violently shaking, and we're like, Aaron, are you alright? And I just take a fucking look at you, and you have like 5 jackets on. Your eyes are all watering. And you're like, it's just so cold. I was like, oh, we in for a night! And then all of us are fucking scared of catching whatever disease Aaron's got. And then fucking like, he goes to the hotel. Okay, this is a very intimate part of the story, but I have to tell because it's one of the fucking funniest, disgustingly sad moments I've ever seen.
What, clear a path? With you.
Yeah, but wait. Okay. So like, you asked us to go get you a bunch of Powerade and shit and water. I went with Brandon. Oh, it was a joy.
Okay, let me just say,
what?
I didn't just ask them to get me a Powerade. I was in bed wearing 5 jackets in like fucking 85 degrees air conditioning.
I want to pause this.
And shivering.
Are you fucking implying that you... Of course you were too sick to get it. It's not like you're being a douchebag. What? I would have asked you for fucking 7 Powerades.
Okay. Just want to make that clear.
Whoa, what do you think I was implying?
But I was very sick at that point.
Yeah, you were sick.
I don't think you were implying anything. I just wanted to be clear about it.
You were sick as fuck. You couldn't have gotten out of that bed. So we got you some... We wanted Susie to stay with you. So we got you a bunch of Powerade or whatever. And we came up there, and we had like some chips because that's all we could fucking find at that point of the night. And then we were just like, Aaron, do you want pretzels or sun chips? And you're just like, I just want to make sure that I don't fuck anything up. You said some like delirious ass shit. You're like, which has less salt? I just want to make sure I'm making the right choice. You were just like talking like that, and we're like, okay, Aaron, we're gonna leave the sun chips here because they have less salt, whatever that means.
Well, because I didn't want to dehydrate.
I don't know. You were just delirious. So then you suddenly go, everyone, please clear a path. I'm like, oh shit. So we all move. You get out of
No,
bed,
you fucking just like stepped back awkwardly, like, is this what he means?
Yeah. And then you get out of your bed, run to the toilet, we hear, ow! You fell and hit your face on the toilet.
No. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
You were bleeding everywhere.
What happened was, I went to the bathroom and the seat was down.
Yeah?
So I went down to, in the vomit position, and I put the seat up, and I started vomiting, but the seat fell back down onto my face as I was pushing my face forward to vomit. So while I was vomiting, it went boom right into my fucking nose, and it just like sliced my cleft open, and just blood went everywhere.
Yeah, blood was like everywhere, and then so we went back out to get you a first aid kit, and apparently you weren't the only one bleeding in the hotel at that point, because they called an ambulance for someone else. They thought that when I asked them, they're like, "We already called ambulance." We're like, what are you talking about? Oh boy.
What?
Yeah, you were not the only
part.
person profusely bleeding in that hotel.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, it sucked too, because it was like blood right above my lip, so it was like dripping down, and so whenever I like vomited, like blood went just fucking everywhere. It was like on the floor and like the walls and the toilet, and like after I was like done throwing up, I was like, okay, like fucking Cinderella, like cleaning up the blood, like
yeah, you were
because I didn't want because of oh nice, that's an armored buggy.
What the fuck?
Because if Susie came in and saw fucking blood everywhere, she'd be like, "Oh my god!" So I was like, "I just don't want her to freak out."
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you go in this thing? Oh, there we go.
Oh, you have to hit the pedal with your foot.
Okay, fuck off. What?
So
what is this? What the fuck? Okay. All right, I know we're telling a story, but this is. What? How? What?
you drive. You just drive.
No, seriously, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Nonetheless, I just want to say, I was still sick during all that, so that was one of the worst days of my fucking life.
Yeah, I had to stay an extra 2 days while I got better.
Yeah, you had to stay in Maryland for an extra 2 days. Anyways, next time on Game Grumps, we're gonna play the game for real. Or are we? I don't fucking know. Look at this bullshit. Oh, Jesus.
Watch out, watch out!